Go minute early. Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone's doing well. And yes, I flipped it over to uh, the Gundam build already. So, we are going to be building more on God today. Just want to go ahead. Before I do, I want to go ahead and real quick. Checking in on a...
Well, look at this stuff. Yeah, Smile is back. Also, hi Loki. Sorry guys.
Just checking in on a specific person's stream. So I'm going to add their tab to a split view while I'm streaming, so we are going to have some music running in the background the entire time. But yeah, we're going to be working up God Gundam. I'm still just getting everything together over on my side real quick. Alright. Me. I know I'm only at... I was only at page 16 out of 20 on something I was reading. I'll get to it later. Yeah, I was reading a manga before stream. Trying to catch up on some of my stuff, so I got a few caught up, but that one was Knights of the Apocalypse, the 4 Knights of the Apocalypse sequel series to Seven Deadly Sins, so alright. Alright. So, last time we got all the way through legs and the waist area, which are going to stay on that base. And yeah, I had to leave my computer running a bit before stream to make sure that my internet was going to be stable enough to stream today. Internet's been kind of wonky the last couple of days, so haven't been wanting to make sure everything was stable before I got us back to building. Now, of course, I do not have these in the stacks I built, or I had them in. So this is going to be interesting, to say the least. I'm going to put both the boxes to my left side today. But I am going to move God Gundam. So, I will also state, I like these bases more than the bases I bought off of Amazon. I bought 2 bases from a company, I forget what the company is called, but they seem like off-brand bases. I'm actually going to grab one of them. I do not like these bases. So, if you go on Amazon and you buy like a 2-pack that's like, I think it was $12, I'm gonna go ahead and show you so you know what you're getting ahead of time, because these bases suck. First off, the massive size of just the base, this base, it is massive. You have to use screws. There is no just conjoining plastics. This piece, that's the furthest angle you can get. That is the furthest angle you can get that thing to bend. Like, it does not go in any further. So yeah, that's an issue. Other issues are like these parts come off pretty easily because there's multiple of those. This is not even that useful, considering it's not, you know, one of the the red, blue, or green ones that we have with Rose, Maxter, and Dragon. And honestly, with this base being like this massive, it just, in my mind, it does not work for the Gundams, and the pieces don't really fit into the Gundams that well. So, yeah, that is my suggestion. Do not buy those. You do not have to listen to my suggestion, but I've bought them so you don't have to. So we had just finished up the waist unit, so we're on to the chest unit. And I did actually have to rebuild, because of where I was working with those bases, I had to rebuild God slightly because his head popped off, and I actually did find that I had messed up when building him partially. And I actually got to fix that, so I am happy about that. Alright, I'm going to sort these pieces real quick. So, what did I have over to my right? I had the 2s, so G2, well no, G2 was not one of those 2s. I had a D sheet, E2, and F2. The G's were separate, so E2, there, and I had C on top of it, but I need C in a second, so F2, this can be my left D, there's the A sheet, there's F1 and E1, which were on my left side. I'm going to do that just to kind of, because we're going to need all those pieces for, I'm going to put A back in the box for a minute, and until I need the G's, I'm going to put them off to the side as well. Alright, so first off, we need the C sheet. We need C21 and 20. So, where are they on here? Here's 20, here's 21. Okay. And we're probably going to go until, we might go until we finish building today. I'm not sure. I probably am. Just because I usually like to take only about 2 streams per Gundam model. And although this is a real grade Gundam, I still only want to take about 2 streams to get it done. Alright, so it looks like, alright. Oh, okay, so we want, looking at the instructions. Okay, so we want this like this, and this like so, and then pop them together. Tightly fit the parts as far as they'll go. So there's that. Then we need G1. Huh, would you look at that? I need the big G sheet. Okay, so I need 4, 5, and 6, and 4 has some undergate. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, all in a row. But yeah, me speaking spoilers for a second for Knights of the Apocalypse. If you do want to read it on your own, I would suggest not listening to me. But yeah, I was catching up on it. I think I was on the most recent chapter. And okay, so that was 6, 5. This is 4. And so since I was reading, they revealed something in it, and I just kind of looked at it and went, I called it. Not exactly how I called it, but I did call it. And it has something to do with a very specific character. So, I won't say anything more on that, but it is very, very specific. Okay, so now we grab this. Alright, so it looks like this goes on back here on these two spots. Oh, and I should go ahead and say for next week, Thanksgiving Day, I will not be streaming. I don't know about Saturday after Thanksgiving because I am going over to family to visit with some family, so I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming or not. But I will state at least Thursday I won't be streaming. So there is that. I will not be streaming Thursday. Alright, so the next one is 4 C pieces, so all from this. C25, 27, C25 through 28. So we need 25, 26, 27, here they are. And it looks like piece of 26 was already kind of partial clipped. I'll go ahead and finish off 26s. And again, if you see me kind of lean back, I'm checking on YouTube chat because I do not... This space is kind of weird when it comes in conjunction with my my normal setup. I need to find a better way to do monitoring of my chats. But for now, there's 27. It'll be fine. There's 28. Alright. So, looking at this. Okay, so this has to be... I see the grooves there, so that's how that goes. So this goes here. Picks up the grooves there, and then... There we go. And then this goes on top of this. And we also have another piece in there, A20. Oh, wow, we used the A sheet. Okay. So the problem I'm seeing is I don't know which sheet I'm going to be grabbing from for this. So I am going to kind of just take a sec to look over all of the pieces of A. I swear there was one more. No. Wait, what? Yeah, there is, but it's just hands. Okay, so it's got to be this gold sheet. So 20. Here it is. Did it say 20? It said 20. Okay. I had to make sure because there is 19, which looks very much like a piece I would need, but I might also be wrong. Okay, so 20. I'll keep the A sheet close at hand. But how's everybody doing this? Okay, so there's a little bit of undergate right here. But how's everyone doing this Saturday? I hope it's going good for everybody. Yeah, so far the body's coming together pretty nicely. Alright, so it looks like we turn it around, and then we need A9 and C24. So we'll grab A9 first because it goes on first. Here it is. Looks like it is the... Nope, 7 and 8 are the first two on this sheet, but okay, so we need to make sure. Is there anything I don't clip? But yeah, I hope everyone's Saturday is going a peachy. Um, will say, you guys are probably going to see me drinking some new. Although, and I'll bring up my sponsor for this. Although I am, well, not sponsor, but the partner program. Although I do have a partner program through Dubby and a partner code, I drink Gamer Sups more than Dubby. I'm honestly gonna probably stop mentioning Dubby at some point because honestly, while their code is nice and all, it really doesn't. Oh, okay, I see where I need to put this. It's up here. Um, although the code is nice and all, 40%, right now 30% off. Normally, it's 10% for my partner code. Uh, really doesn't help when no one's purchasing it. I'll probably leave it in the description of most of my videos, just because I don't feel like taking it out. But going forward, I might just not mention it all that much. A10 and A2. Okay, wait a minute. These might be some of the side. I think these are the side sheets now. These ones, because this doesn't even have A10 on it, and A10 should be right here beside 9, which I do believe is this little guy. Yeah, that's A10. Okay, so A10's there, and I think A2, considering that is going over it, is on this clear sheet. But yeah, I will be getting some new Gamer Subs in. I ordered them last week, and I think they'll be in this week sometime soon. Alright, so that's uh, the first bit of fully cleared sprue. I say fully cleared because the previous stuff still had some stuff. Now, this is where we also get to choose a sticker. So the stickers suggested are 1, 2, 3, and white 86. However, since this is a redo of an older sheet, white 86 is not a sticker. So the ones we have stickered are all black numbers, and they are 1, 2, and 3 are the options. Looking at it, I think I want to do number 2, because it is a shinier King of Hearts logo. So we are going to grab our sticker sheet. I know I still need to grab A2 off of this. Off of this, but we're going to get the sticker on this first. And we need to make sure where the bottom is. Okay, so that's going to be like that. So now we grab the sticker sheet and grab my trusty tweezers. And I said I wanted a 2. Pull it off. Find the bottom. Push down all of these real quick. Now let's find A2 on this sheet. So now I gotta look at this sheet. Okay, so A2 is over here. It's a very tiny little clear piece. That looks like already part of it was... It wasn't cut, but it was snapped. Alright. I've got it in between my fingers. That was the only way I could keep it from not just flying all over the place. Alright, and then just pop it in. And there we go. Now this piece goes right in the front here. And now we got the logo underneath what's going to be the main piece. Actually, funny enough, the other one, the original Real Grade God, this piece right here was the part that I messed up on. It wasn't the feet like I thought. Those were actually perfect. This piece, there's a piece that goes like above another piece for a flap that was causing the flap to not open to show the emblem. So it was being a right mess up, and it was messing up with his head unit, which we're actually about to start building, funny enough. Well, the connection point. It messed up the connection point, and I had to go back and fix that. So C2322, this is actually the connection point, and this was the part when I was working with the base stations, it came out. So I had to go back in the original booklet, because I didn't, even though this booklet is just a reprint, I wanted to make sure I was using the original. And I went back and deconstructed God Gundam's chest plate in its entirety so that I could find the mess up, the how this was positioned in there. So now I need A28. That could be on this gold sheet here. Or, nope, that's not A's gold sheet. A's gold sheet's over here. That could be over here in this. So let me look in this. Yeah, 28 right here. Yeah, this is actually the piece completely. This isn't the piece that was messing up in the other one, which caused the head unit to come apart. This was the part that came with it that should not have come with it. So when you put it in the body, it's a weird thing. You put it like right here towards the front, and it sits like this part sits at the front, and then this part sits at the back. But again, that's not the part that was messing up. It's actually the next part. It's the not here on the diagram, but down here it has it. So next is A19, which this part was actually the part that was getting messed up because of the mess up from the other thing. The part in 4.4, aka part 4, step 4, was messing up this from moving, which was the latch to open up. So, make sure that I've got this the right way before I put this on here. Yeah, there we go. This was getting it wasn't working properly, so it's not surprised. Okay, G2. G2's over here. G217. And it has a bit of undergate on it. But yeah, G217. This is actually the piece that was messing up on me. Now the other piece needs me to do 2 pieces off of G2, which is 21 and 18. Okay, so there's 2 21s. Oh, I see what these are, yeah. Okay, there's 21. And then we need 18. Which is right here in the middle of the sheet. Oh, and I will say there is already videos ready on the YouTube side for, so we need A23 for this next week. So there will be a video on Black Friday. I think there is only one video that's not prepared for next week, and I will be preparing it either tonight or tomorrow. That's actually the Monday Digimobs video, because I'm a little behind on that. This week's been just a little too hectic for everything. Alright, a little bit of undergate up here, which we're going to just snip both pieces at the same time. Then put that there, pick this up. Alright, so we've got the first side. Now we need to do that again. So this is A, and we need A22. Ah, I see what might have been the problem on this one. There was a bit of undergate I missed. But it's close enough to the edge that I can get it. There we go. Yep. Need to pay attention to my undergate. Oh, and I am sorry to anyone that found the little joke I made cruel. I made a joke that I was getting added to Hermitcraft. I haven't heard anything for or against it, but wanted to go ahead and say I'm sorry if you found it cruel. No, I am not actually joining Hermitcraft. I've not been invited or anything. I made the joke because, and I explained it in the video, but I wanted to do another explanation because I feel like some people would have found the explanation a bit lacking because the video is not that long. I ultimately I made the joke because originally I was going to wait till April to make the joke, but with Hermitcraft just starting season 10, or not season 10, season 11, after season 10 ending earlier this year as well, I felt like it was the right time to do it. The thing about it is, I had only thought of making the joke about joining Hermitcraft after I saw the season 10 world and saw a bunch of like the heads and the banners and all of that stuff, and I thought, oh well, let me just make a joke that, hey, I'm joining Hermitcraft in 2026. Alright, I'm gonna make sure that this already can move, and I'm already finding a problem. Oh, okay, it moved up fully, but then it unpopped these from their spots. I don't know if it's supposed to fully pop up, but and the same thing that happened last time with the head happened this time. The head unit came out. Let me grab my tool, push down. Wondering if the same thing happened again this time and like something's not seated properly. Well, one of the pieces just completely came off, so I have to unseat some of the pieces anyways. Alright, so make sure the head unit's in here properly. It is, to my knowledge, unless there's something I'm missing. Let me look at it again. Alright, then this goes on right here. But yeah, I even brought it up in the video, that I didn't actually get invited to Hermitcraft or anything. I'm just kind of making a joke. I wanted to wait until April to make the joke because... Okay, this side is not... Well, that's an issue that I just noticed. You know what, we may try a different pose with this one, so I might not even care about the chest opening. I think I'm just not going to worry about the chest open part. But yeah, they had, I think the day prior to me putting that out, and by extension, the day I also did the recording like the night of, I had seen that um, they had went and started up season. Uh, they had started up season 11, so I decided, with the advent of season 11 of Hermitcraft, that I would make a joke of, "Hey, I'm joining," and that you guys could kind of, I guess, spread the joke. I don't know. And maybe it would get me looked at by the hermits. But again, I'm also, with where I do a variety of different games, Minecraft is only one of my series, and I'm not even that good at it. I'm not. I really do love playing Minecraft. I'd be remiss if I said I didn't want to join Hermitcraft. I'd be no, not remiss, but I'd be saying a falsehood if I said I didn't want to join them. But um, with I feel like I put this on wrong because for some reason it's not. I may have messed up this piece. Shoot. Shoot. Yeah, I may have slightly messed up this piece. Sorry, I got a notification for something, and I decided to look at it. It'll be fine. That I can look at that later. But yeah, like I said, was not intending to make a bad joke about, you know, oh, I joined Hermitcraft, and at least I think it might have been a bad joke. I'm not really certain how well it was received by anyone in the community, because no one has said anything on the video. Like I said, I wouldn't mind joining Hermitcraft, but with how good a building and how good of, like, redstone and all the other stuff they are, I don't even know if I could compare to them. Like, it's just wow. Even when I was on a multiplayer server and it was like vanilla back one, I want to say the most recent one I was on that was like that was 1.14. It was like right as the advent of the Nether update. I wasn't the one who was doing like a good few of the fun things. Like, I didn't help with the Nether hub or anything like that. A121 is the next thing we need, so this one. So it's like seeing like Gemini Tay building up the Nether hub, seeing Mumbo get good at building, and then already this season building like frivolous things, like, or not frivolous, but just like environmental stuff, like the geese and turbine powering stuff, like this early on in a season when he's only like I think 3 episodes in. Most of them are only like 3 episodes in, is just astounding to me. Just everything they do shocks me to my core. Alright, so got the body. Had a little snafu or two with the body, so we're just gonna place it on here with the rest of the stuff. Like I said, don't know why I'm already posing it, but I am. Alright, so now the arm units. There are 2 of these that are working up at the same time, so we are going to kind of try to work these up at the same time. Ooh. Oh, shoot. There. Got it. Okay. So we'll work up one side and then work up the other. So we'll go with this side. This was the side that we used, I think, for the right leg, so it'll be the right arm to start. So we need D3, 4, 5, and 6. And it looks like there are supposed to be stickers on part of this, but I don't think any of those stickers are actively here. They aren't. Okay, so the sticker number, let me look at how far the sticker numbers go up. It only goes up to 12, so I don't have to worry about anything beyond the number 12. So let's get these 3 through 6. Oh, and before I continue building, there was... Let me grab my stream manager real quick. There was a few extra follows that I did not acknowledge before. White Wolf 131, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Army. And Credo13, welcome for the... thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Army. Those were the two I missed last time. That I kind of noticed them after stream, so I was like, oh well, crud. Let me get those. And I had them ready. I just kind of forgot again. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I can do those. I just remembered them because I was thinking about other things for a second, and I don't know why I was thinking about other things. But, yeah. Alright, so there's that piece. And then we need E... whatever the E sheet is over here, 20. E2, 20. Okay, there it is. And then we need F. Okay, we're doing... yeah, we're doing the 2s that are in parentheses, so we need the 9 off of this sheet. Alright, so first off, let's grab this. Okay, so apparently it goes like in and then you push it down into spot, I guess. And then this comes up over here. And we just snap that into place. Alright, so there's that one. Now we can do this side. So we'll need E120 and F19. We'll go ahead and grab those first. Because they're the first 2 sheets that are on top, which makes it easier. For F1, we needed 9, which is this tiny one over here. It spun in my hand, and I thought it had went flying. Whew, okay. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so I got all 4 of those pieces. There we go. There's that one. Now we can focus on the right arm. So this side. We do already need a different sheet that I haven't worked on yet. B1. Alright, now we need, it says E113, which makes me think the ones were supposed to be the right side, but, I mean, I will just go with what it says, even if it means, like, jumping to different sheets. Now I need B3. Hand can come off. $11, $12, and $16 off of E1. There's 12. There's 11. And down here is 16, which 16 mentions Undergate, so we'll have to... go. Now we need C17 and 16. I moved the C sheet over here. Okay. So I did mention that we didn't have to worry about stickers. Until we hit certain numbers. Well, one of those certain numbers has been hit. Two of the numbers have been hit, which is 11 and 12. So we are going to have to grab tweezers. So on the front half is an 11, and on the back half is a 12. There's 11. There's 12. So now those are gold stickers that are kind of like the vent systems. Not really easy to see, so I am sorry about that, but I'll go ahead and leave the tweezers like that because we're going to need them again. Alright, now I need the G1 sheet. Because I need both 1 and 2, which are right here. Two, 1. So 2 is the bigger one. There we go. Now, apparently next it does say to just go ahead and build two of this next piece. I don't know why. But we can. And although it shows sticker usage, it doesn't actually use any stickers that we have need of right now. Okay, so F2, 7, and 10. And then E2. Funny enough, E212 is almost already pushed off, which is one of the ones we're going to need later, but no, the one we need right now is 10. There we go. Okay, so we do need one more piece. Holy cow. That one took a minute. We are going to go ahead and build the other one of that. So that was 10. Because that was so much of a pain in the ass. That I want to go ahead and get that done with now. Alright, there's that one over there. Now we need E16. Which has some undergate, I noticed. The heck? One of the previous pieces hadn't gone on fully, so that's what was going on. There we go. Next is D8 and 9. Also, I will say for going back to that topic of Hermitcraft from earlier that I was doing, I will admit now, because of something I've heard has been turned on their server for the first time in years, I don't think they could handle me. So, in case anyone didn't know, Hermitcraft usually turns off certain settings. I didn't know this until they mentioned this one key little detail. And they kind of mentioned this, a lot of the hermits mentioned this offhandedly. Fire tick is normally turned off so that they could, make some pretty nice looking builds without having to worry about fire spread. Here's the thing. I am very much a pyromaniac. If you tell me fire tick has been enabled, I mean, if they want a fire starter, I can be a fire starter. I can very easily start the fires. There's also if I remember, people have already started the jokes with the armor stand mod, because you can just get fire on them. And see, well, that joke is nice and all. Nah. All I need is a little bit of time on there, and I could possibly start a forest fire. Is that possibly very likely? Yes. Would I need long to do it? Not particularly. Just long enough to get some iron and some gravel. Which, again, not too hard to get. So, alright, so D1, D2, and the G2 sheet. Yeah, if you can't tell, I am focusing, but also just kind of talking. Uh, G2 was the tiny G sheet, so was this one. It says 16, so there's probably, yep. Okay. Now I need A35, A33, and A31. 35 is right here. Thirty-three is right here. But I will say, if any of my viewers, YouTube or Twitch side, would love to see me as part of Hermitcraft, just send the joke video to the Hermits. To Grian, to Scar, to I don't know who else to send to. Mumbo, Gemini Tay, Zombie Cleo, I don't know. Send it to all of them. I would love to see flooded reactions of like them just getting flooded with requests. Shoot fire. Please don't tell me I snipped it wrong and it's... No, I didn't. Alright, let me unattach that real quick and then fit it on there first. There we go. Now, it suggests two different hands. It actually says to go ahead and do this like right after the hand thing, but I was gonna do it beforehand. So the next thing is the hand, which it says you can either do D12 with C30 or the original B hand that we had, or there's a third hand we can make. So we're gonna make two more hands. Need the C sheet because I need C 32, 34, and then C30. So there's 32 and 34. Now I need 30, which actually combines with a D sheet. So we'll grab this D sheet and grab D12 off of it, which is down here. And that's probably the hand that I am going to use on it, but I don't know yet. Yeah, instead of having the kind of burning finger hands, we're going to use just basic fists for now. Okay, yeah, next page starts the left arm, so the right arm is done. Now we grab these again. Now we need B2. We're going to need B4 eventually. I just hadn't snipped it yet. And honestly, I could have earlier. I just didn't. But that is the next sheet that is completely used. Need to move sheets that aren't completely used out of the main box. There we go. I'm just going to go ahead and put that there because E212 is going to get asked for later. Hadn't been asked for yet. Sure, it can move. Like I said, 12 will get used eventually, and it's actually right here that it'll get used. But I also need E12 or E211 and E216, which I hadn't snipped yet. 16. $11. Now 11 I actually do need to pay attention on because not only does it have a certain way it needs to go, it also needs to be fully clicked in because last time I didn't fully click it in. And 16 has some undergate I need to get rid of. Okay. There we go. Now we need C18 and 19. And we're going to need the sticker sheet here again in a second. Okay. There's those two added. Now we grab the sticker sheet, because on the front side we use the 12, and on the back side we use the 11. Alright, and there we go. So I can move the stickers out of the way again for a second. Alright, now we need G1 for numbers 1 and 3 this time. This one did not get all the... There we go. There we go. Now, of course, we have this piece again. Which is going to be a butt every time we go to put it together. Okay, there's that. Now E17. Now D9 and 8. And that was the protective thing for the tweezers. Move that over there. Alright. Like I said, 8, 9, D. I will say if it gets too late while I'm building, I may have to stop for a second to get food. But I don't think anybody will blame me for that one. Alrighty, so. And then A36. And both of these have undergate. Shoot. Okay, for some reason this one and this one doesn't want to connect, so we're going to try connecting up the other two. Okay, something's acting up with these. I had to grab the tweezers to put these together, because for some reason something just wasn't clicking into place. I think that time that one clicked. Lord. Okay. Now I need D1 and 2. And then G216. Is G2 already on my... Ah, there's G2. Alright, a 34, 32, and 31. In a straight line, just like last time. Right, this is the thumb section, so this one's going to be... Alright. Got that section. Flip it over. And as per last time, there are 2 different types of hands. So we're going to build the other... Well, there's technically... Each hand has technically, I think, roughly 4 hands. And we only build 3 right now, so C31, and then 35 and 33. And similar to the other side, we'll use the fist on this one. But I still want to build the other one, so I need the D sheet again, and I need D12. Now, I will say last time I did say I would prefer if Bandai redid the Millennium Puzzle in this kind of like metallic gold plastic. And as much as I've had to shave for excess off of these, you would think I would say no, 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 they don't need to, they don't need to. Nope, I still believe it. They need to. Oh yeah, I forgot to Alright, next up is the head unit. So this is a right pain in the ass unit to build. First off, I need the G1 sheet. Because I need G113. Then I need E1 and F1. At this point, I'm just going to jumble up all the sheets together. And just kind of look for them as I need them. Oh, and I don't know why. Last stream, YouTube side got butthurt and copyrighted something. YouTube side, and this is me mainly saying something to YouTube. This is literally copyright-free music. I don't know. It is up on your platform. If you don't like it, go deal with the channel that has it. Alright, so we have two different eye things we could do. Either way, we use A1. The C sheet's over here, so A is in amongst all this. This is the A sheet. The A sheet probably I should keep away separately. The problem is, this is not the A sheet that I need. I need the clear A sheet. Alright, A1. And now a decision is made on the eyes. So we have 3 stickers we can choose from. Technically, it says there should be 4. Or no, if we use one version, we use 4. If we use another version, we use 1 sticker. So if we use just the glowing greens, we're supposed to also have another separate one, but we don't. So we're going to use the part that has the black with it as well. Where did it go? Now, I will say it is very much hard to see on clear plastic where it is meant to go. So full on, I just used as much guess as I could. Now G2, I need this sheet again for I do believe its last piece. Yep, the G215, aka the headpiece. Oh, and I will say, anyone that is watching, if you watch this in the future after the stream or are live now with me, um, if you guys do intend to kind of, because I know I make the jokes, so I have to follow up on them. If you guys do intend to send the hermits the if you do send the hermits my of Hermitcraft my little like joke video, please just make sure that they watch it all the way through. Don't have them stop the video or anything. Like just all the way through. That way they know it's a joke. And if they don't and they stop and they start calling other hermits in on the stream where you sent it to them, well, let's hope your boy can handle it. Because, yeah. Alright, so E1, 4, and 5 are the next two. But yeah. Oh. The problem is it's not fitting in, it doesn't feel like. Oh. Alright. sorry, I had to focus up for a second, and it was easier just to take the headphones off. Because I do have headphones on, and focus. So now we need F1, 3, 4, and E1, 3. So where's F1? 3 and 4. Okay, they're very tiny pieces. Well, shit. Oh, I hope any pieces that were on it didn't just fly off. No, but the sticker about came off. So I'm going to have to take a second to reposition. I repositioned it as best I could. There we go. God Gundam's head. We have his entire body in hyper mode. Now for the core lander. Because the core lander is his main backpack. So, C-29. Considering it asks for two different things of this, I'm going to be using both of the D sheets, and I figure I'm emptying the D sheets. Yep. Alright. First D sheet. Oh. Just noticed it. Gallant Boutique, or whatever your name is, I don't care. That is a bannable offense message. The minute I am able to get back over to my computer, give me 1 second. I was in the middle of cutting out pieces when you decided to do that. So, Gallant, that is a bannable offense message. Thank you for saying it. You will be banned from this chat. If you come back again, just know you will be banned again. Do not come back. Ever. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Stupid bots. Oh. Alright. Back over here. Sorry about that. Every once in a blue moon we get a bot. So I've got standard protocol to just send them packing. Alright, let me grab the A sheet real quick. So we need A12 and 13. So 13's right here. We'll get A12 in a second. I want to get this excess off of this. Now I need A12 right here. Alright, now we need A6 and A11. Shoot, fire. Alright, we're moving the hands out of the way. Because I keep the sprues and the box, they'll go in with it, so. Looks like A6 isn't on any of these sheets that I have in front of me, so it's got to be on this clear one right here. There it is. It's a cockpit. Okay, so now we need a 7 and 8 and 14. So apparently we need 14 before we fully do this. Yeah, that was 14. I was like, did I make sure I snipped the right one? What is it doing? Okay. And a good portion of that just came apart. What just... Hold on. I have to go back a few steps now because for some reason part of this came apart. And I'm not sure why. Ah. That's why A7 was acting up. Because it wasn't on the right side. I will admit a lot of gold paint came off of these plastic pieces. Because of what I just did. Okay. So now we need to make 2 of these wing looks. So we're going to use the E sheet first. E1 and F1. And I'm actually just going to snip. Well, no. E1 still got. Well. The last piece after all that that's on E1 will come up eventually, so I'm just going to go ahead and put it to the side. But yeah, the last 4 major pieces are we're about to use as the wings. So E1's now emptied, except it would have had 19 still on it if I hadn't taken it off there. So, yeah, that's a thing. Those will be used in a second. Now we need the last 2 pieces off the F1 sheet, so that's 6 and 8. Eight goes to that one. 6 is what we need for what we're working on. And that is the E1 or the F1 sheet done. Now these do have undergate, so I need to clip the undergate real quick. Now, of course, we'll go back and forth on this for a second so that I don't have to go over to the next sheet just yet. Alright, so there's those 2. Now let me grab F2 E2. Just like the last one, we'll go go ahead and snip off E2's final piece, which is E219 right here. Put that to the side. Now the last four. So that is E2. Now for F2. All right. Alright, so now we need to make 2 of these using the G1 sheet. It's using 7s and 8s, which are up here, which are the last things on the G1 sheet. So another sheet down. Each of these has a little bit of undergate. Well, that's a bold-faced lie then. Basically, they bold-faced lie to you. At least for one of them, because one of them, they say that they have the like all that, but it. All right, so one goes with this side, one goes with this side. Now we need A16 and 18. And yeah, I just did that just so I could go ahead and have them. I think I found what was causing the issue on that one. I thought everything was just really stiff. No, it looks like there was an actual issue. Oh, well, that just happened. Okay, taking the headphones off for a minute. I thought I had them going the right way. That's unfortunate. Okay. Alright, found one of two solutions. Both of them require an adhesive. 1, super glue. 2, which I already had beside me, plastic glue. I'm going to attempt super glue first. I do agree with that one video that yells about, like, we can't have effective super glue anymore because people are idiots. Oh. Alright. We're going to attempt plastic glue. I will admit I have not used this bottle in forever. Yeah, I don't even know if I have good plastic glue in this thing anymore. Wait. I think whatever was left in this is solidified. Oh, I can get it out. Well, didn't expect I was going to need 2 types of adhesive today. Shoot, I didn't expect to actually have to use plastic glue. The only reason I got this was back when I worked at a game store. I used to need it as a just in case. The super glue was just handy on the house. Okay. Let's go ahead and pose this one because it's going to be going the same way as the other one. I think the plastic glue helped, but I think I'm going to need a little more super glue just to kind of keep it together. Oh, no, 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 it's moving a lot, it's moving a lot. Oh, shoot. I didn't think I'd have this much issue with the kit. Alright, we will fix that eventually. Yeah. So go ahead and affix the 2 sabers. To his sides. And go ahead and cut out the 2 blades. One for each saber. Hilt. put those in the bottom. So funny enough, this is actually where the other hands come in, which are the last thing on the C sheet, which is C 36, 37, 38, and 39. It is left and right hands for holding the sabers. So there's 36, which goes with 38, and then 39, which goes with 37. And that's the entirety of the C sheet done. And yeah, you just kind of put them together and then put the saber in it if you want the saber, which we don't, so those go in there. Don't know what all these extra clear bits are for. There are quite a few here. Oh wait, no, I know what these are for. I know what these are for. They're for in a second. Because there is one more piece. Yeah, here it is. There's one more piece that we have to build, which is the holder for the rainbow wing section, or the rainbow section of the wings. Sorry if I moved back a little too much. Kind of after having to bust out the glue, I'm kind of annoyed with myself because that's a $200 figure that's just a mess up now. And I messed up quite a bit this time, so I'm kind of very much annoyed. They're wanting to stay bent backwards, which is weird. They're also wanting to come up out of the thing, so that's also the secondary weird. I'm wondering if they messed up when they printed some of the pieces this time, even though they did a reprint on the kit. I feel like they may have just messed it up a little bit. Alright. So now in order to do this, you do have to kind of... Of course. While I'm in the middle of doing this. I'm not even sure if he's securely on the base, because I can't really... Alright. Upper body and lower body come apart for a second. So funny enough, when they suggest putting this in, they actually suggest moving the legs down, because they do have a secondary spot that makes them easier to pose. There we go. Well, I did something wrong with the leg now. And I just saw that side piece come off. There we go. Alright. Got the side piece that came off. Got the more maneuverability now for the legs, if I want it. Alright, now. Now, there are a few stickers I noticed that we still have. I don't know why these green ones are still here. 7's used for 6, 8, and 7 are all used for the face. And then the 10s are used on the legs. Alright, we're going to try to get the head back off of there without doing too much. Alright, so 7 is used on the back half, 6 and 8 are used on the front. Well, I had 7 sticker, and now it has just disappeared on me. Like, completely disappeared. I'll try 6 and 8, but not hopeful. These are very tiny stick. Like, 10s are going to be easier, but 6, 7, and 8 are very tiny stickers. Well, I got 6 in there. 6s is the only one so far that I've gotten to work of the outer edge green stickers. I still don't know where 7s went. Okay. Those are in there. Like I said, 10s are going to be easier. They're just on the front of the kneecaps. And there, that's all the stickers we actually need. 7 is here somewhere, but honestly, I could not tell you where it fell to. Between here and Oblivion is where it's went. Alright. But yeah, that is God Gundam. Well, really? Trying to pose you and you decide to pull apart like that. Now the fun part, actually trying to get this leg back in here without destroying anything else. Now, there are other things that came with it. Namely, there's an entire section that looks like it's just... It's called BAB5s. And none of them look like they're meant for this. I don't know what they're for, though. Part of it looks like it's a stand. For something, but it doesn't really show us anything in the book to use those pieces for. So I don't know if there's something I'm missing. Again, like... Oh, and of course, Oh no, these are the rest of the hands that it was talking about. There is a little bit of the A sheet I didn't snip yet. I forgot about these. I should look in the book then to see, because these are the true Godfinger hands. These are the ones that are like, yeah, these are meant to be your. So there's 40 that goes with 39. So okay, so each of them have more than 4. And of course, these still have undergates. Alright, so there's the right hand one. And there's 2 for the there's 2 for the right hand and 1 for the left. So the other one for the right hand is 38. And then 37 is for that hand. 39, and then there's 2 39s to go for each of these. And that'll actually clip up the rest of the A sheet. But like I said, I don't know what these BA5Bs are used for. But yeah, these are, I think, the golden versions of the hands I used on the other one to do kind of the special move on that one. This one, I'm not going to be doing the special move, but it's kind of fun to have the hands prepared in case I wanted to. So yeah, this one will go up right beside Base God and Shining. But not sure how I want to pose him yet. He can't do much posing, but he can do some. However, I will do that on my own time. So that is where we're going to end stream. 3 hours in. Wow, took 3 hours. I'm surprised by that, but I did have to do a few things. Alright, so no one go anywhere on the Twitch side. I am going to be raiding out. We're going to be raiding to a Miss Zombie Pandemic. She is playing. Let's see what. I figure she's streaming. I might be wrong. Ah, yes, she's playing. Ooh, she's playing League. Can't blame her. As much as I don't like League, can't blame her. Alright. So, thank you everyone so much for watching. I will see you again on Tuesday. Until then, take it easy, stay warm, and stay safe out there.